Ho, ho, ho!
Merry tropical Christmas, Alex.
Ho, ho, ho!
Seriously, it's like tropical Christmas out there. It's barely warmer in Florida than it is here right now.
Ho,
Are we doing
ho,
it now?
ho! Not yet.
How long am I going to stand here?
For a minute or so.
How long can we make her stand there? Like
I'll just throw it at your face and let you figure it out.
Ho, 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 Regal. Have you been a good...
Jesus, we're doing this?
Have you been a good boy? Not that kind of hoe!
Your wife is hiding my present. If we don't exchange these gifts real soon,
we
she's
ready?
probably going to throw
That's
it.
fine.
Okay, so I guess I'm going first so Margaret doesn't have to hold it behind her back.
Yes.
Here, hold on.
Open your eyes.
It is a Buffy the Vampire Slayer issue #1 comic book. I actually had this in my collection, and I got rid of it. This is actually really cool. I will see if I can get this bagged and... I still got some bags and boards at home, I think, too. So I can bag and board this, and I'll keep it around. I might mount it. I can get a mount for it, too. No, these are really cool. Like I said, I had almost the... Oh, this is... No, wait. Is this... These are the original ones, not the season 11. These are different. Okay. That is very cool. Okay. So, Margaret gets hers first.
Okay.
Because...
I like that bag.
There you go.
We were going to go to the Dollar Tree.
What is this? It's a cute box. It's a gift card to the Brood book.
He was there like an hour after we were, too.
I think it was less than an hour. It was like a half hour.
Let's see.
We barely missed each
$20.
other.
I can buy either 6 paperbacks or 4 hardcovers.
Or a whole bunch of chai lattes.
No, Alex is the chai latte. I'm the iced Snickers.
You can still buy a bunch of chai lattes. For me.
Okay.
You're getting your own gift.
Now, for the guy who literally, I spent weeks racking my brain trying to figure out what to get him because he doesn't really do
He never wants
much.
anything.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Or if he does, he gets it immediately for himself.
Yeah, he's the guy that never wants anything. So I hope you like this. Here you go.
Wow.
Ooh, 2 things.
Oh, man.
What?
Michael Scott
Oh no! And what else?
and Dwight Schrute. Oh, The Office Christmas Funko Pops. That's cool.
Now, Alex does normally not collect Funkos, and
I
But now
don't.
it's starting it.
That's why I've never bought any.
Well, I was going to say, Alex, I've got a warning for you. You got to be careful. I hear those things can be very addictive when you spend and lose all your money on them.
Literally don't
And a
have
Walmart gift card.
Woo!
Where did that come from?
It's not for me.
I don't remember buying a Walmart gift card.
I guess it's not for you. No, because literally all of the display space we have in the office is already taken up by all of his wrestling figurines. We
And
literally
I don't have that many wrestling figures.
Yes, you do.
I
It
do
is
not.
literally the entire top
I
of
don't
our
have
bookcase.
a tenth of the collection that I had
You
growing
used
up.
to have hundreds, so that's still not saying a lot. But no, seriously.
Thank
all
you,
of the
Regal.
ones
I like it.
There, cool. We have all the ones still in packaging at the top of the bookcase, and then all of the free, standing ones that you actually used to play with, some of which are missing arms.
Well.
So, yes. I racked my brain trying to figure out what to get Alex, and I saw the Christmas-themed Office Funkos, and I was like, that's a good gift. It's like,
Thank you, Regal.
Thank you, Regal.
Where did I buy a gift card for somebody and forget it? I don't remember.
This is going well for you.
Oh, that's gonna boggle my mind because I can't think of what it came from.
All right. So now, did you do your homework?
What was my homework again?
To go back and listen to what we usually do for Christmas.
I looked at the description.
Oh.
That's as far as I got.
Well, what did we do?
We give our gifts to the wrestling world.
Which are?
We just go through and say what we would give to various people in the wrestling world.
Huh.
So I'll start it out.
Yes.
My first gift I am going to give to Mr. Tony Khan.
Oh, boy.
I actually have a couple for Mr. TK because he's very important. The first gift that I would like to give Mr. Tony Khan is my resume.
Oh, you know what his response is going to be?
What's that?
Is there a receipt with this?
A receipt.
Did you tape the receipt to the back so I can send it back?
No, seriously. TK, if you're listening, buddy, I'm waiting. Come on.
TK, if you're listening, buddy, this is real.
TK, bro, come on. Now, see, there's a couple reasons that TK needs, I think, now is the time, because...
maybe you could be a creeper and you could punch people.
Well, what I was hoping was that what he needs to hire me for is to be the one to tell him that, hey, TK, this idea sucks! Don't put it on your show! Because for the first time, Alex, I don't know if you saw, we hit something that the fan base of AEW has pretty much universally said, yeah, this fucking sucks.
They just said the one guy doing the thing sucked.
No.
Nobody's burying the angle.
I just think the crowd
You're
is
so negative.
No,
you just hate everything.
So the crowd is not buying the Dark Order as a main event act, which I still think there might be more to it than this. That there might be somebody else involved. I have a wild card theory on that.
Who? Kevin Sullivan?
No, I think it's Kenny Omega.
Think Kenny Omega's going to join the Dark Order?
Yep. That's my wild card theory.
Then it'd really be a mid-card act.
Wow. But in all seriousness, Tony Khan needs to get
Why are there so many stables in AEW?
Well, and that's the thing. That's the gift I'd give Tony Khan. He needs somebody that's going to filter ideas. Because I don't know if anybody's filtering at this point. Because the one thing I will say about AEW right now, you've got 3 groups: the Dark Order, the Nightmare Collective, the Butcher, the Blade, and the Bunny,
which are sponsored by MJF and Wardlow, right?
And I'll throw in the Inner Circle because they're trying to recruit Moxley. You've got 3 stables that essentially all do this dark, broody, gothic type feel to it. And 3 of the 4 have the same type of aesthetic, and then 3 out of the 4 essentially are doing creepy recruitment angles.
Huh?
Because they're also trying to because the Nightmare Collective is whole gimmick is they're trying to recruit Chris Statlander. So
is Statlander signed?
Yes, Statlander signed.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if they're letting her fill out her independent dates, or if they're going to kind of give her the Orange Cassidy type deal where she can go and do some independent dates. But, Statlander is signed, and it seems like, I will give them credit for one thing. It seems like they've pivoted off of Dr. Britt Baker and pivoted onto Chris Statlander.
Well, Statlander's a better wrestler, isn't she?
She's the better wrestler. She is more charismatic. She pretty much checks off just about every box better than Britt Baker to me. So,
good. Do we need categories for the chesties?
We do need categories for the chesties.
That's what we want for Christmas. We want categories for the chesties.
You send us the category, and then we tell you the winner. That's how the chesties works, folks.
Right. Some places they give you the categories, and you tell them who won. We do it backwards.
As we do a lot of things.
Yeah. The first backwards thing I ever did,
what?
Give Regal a podcast.
Darn right. Worst mistake Alex McCarthy ever made.
Do you want to know what BB Brave is about that dropped?
Oh, what is BB Brave about that dropped today?
The decade in review.
Ooh, that should be interesting.
The best of the decade. The best male wrestler, female wrestler, tag team, match, and the what the fuck moment of the decade.
The best male wrestler of the decade, y'all picked Kazuchika Okada, right?
We did all agree on the same person.
Better fucking pick Kazuchika Okada.
Kazuchika Okada's name may have been mentioned.
Okay.
Think about who's doing this, Regal.
Yeah. That's
I don't think Crotch could pick Kazuchika Okada out of a lineup.
Let's be honest. I think that's one of the main reasons I'm not on BB Brave.
But that's the only spoiler. That was the one category where we universally agreed was male wrestler of the decade.
I'm just gonna guess I know who it is, but I won't say.
Have you watched the Seth Rollins 365 yet?
I have not yet, unfortunately.
Watched it this morning?
I fell asleep last night about 7:30.
Watched it this morning.
How is it?
Very good. I was just thinking about how crazy his year was. He opens a coffee shop, gets engaged, discovers he has a long-lost brother and sister, or a brother and sister that he never knew he had, and I feel like there's something else. I mean, he won and lost the Universal title twice.
He's had a he became one of the most hated men on Twitter.
Yes, he spoke up for the company that he works for on Twitter instead of getting on Twitter and
Did they discuss that at all in his 365?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm very intrigued to watch it. I will probably check it out in the next couple of days. Yeah, because
there's also a very long Black and Brave segment.
That's cool. I'm sure several of our friends of the show were featured in that.
Yes. And Corn Boy.
And Corn Boy. What would you give Corn for Christmas?
Corn?
Yeah, corn. That's pretty much the only thing I can think to give Corn for Christmas is more corn.
Yes.
More corn and some stability, maybe some Pepto-Bismol.
Some mental stability.
Well, that too.
He's crazy.
I'm thinking Pepto-Bismol after, muscatine and...
Oh. That wasn't me. Damn it, it wasn't me. I didn't break the toilet. We're at about 11:45. Are we good?
No, we're not good.
Can we talk Star Wars spoilers?
We will maybe later on. I don't want to do that in the middle because people might not have seen it yet. I don't want to be that guy.
You know Yoda dies?
Yoda died in Return of the Jedi. That's not really a spoiler.
Shit.
Well, you gotta give gifts. You gotta have some Christmas gifts you want to give out.
I just want everybody. You know what I want to give the independent wrestling community?
What?
I want to give independent wrestling the gift of tag teams. I want better tag teams, consistent tag teams, regular tag teams on the indies so that tag team wrestling can be alive and well. Because there are some good tag teams on the indies, but not enough, and I'm not talking about corned beef.
How about maybe we should send out the resume for Infamy to a few companies. That might.
Yeah, but I just want more new tag teams. Like, hey guys, find somebody that you like riding with and become a tag team. There needs to be more tag team wrestling. New tag teams. I want new tag teams.
And so I'm gonna say, with AEW picking up the Best Friends, picking up obviously the Bucks, the Dark Order. There's the Lucha Bros. There's a lot.
Void.
Huh?
There is a void.
There is definitely a void of good tag teams on the indies. And if
Beaver Boys too are signed now, aren't they?
I believe so. Yeah, because they seem like they're giving them a push now. So, but they're still doing Uncharted Territory every week. Now that could be because they had independent dates, but we've seen where MJF's still working for MLW. So I think it seems like, as we've said, AEW contracts seem to kind of be handled on a case by case basis. But no, I definitely think if you got a couple guys who may be able to figure out a gimmick that they can work together, have some good chemistry in the ring and like to travel together, I mean, get yourselves out there. Get yourselves out there as a team. I think there's a definite lack of teams in some of these top independents, and I mean
every independent. I mean, like, just trying to find a tag team to do a show. Like,
where's my phone?
I mean, in the Midwest, we've got the Snake Pit, we've got Infamy, as you said, the Brewster Brothers. I'm just thinking, and there are some tag teams that only tag in one place that don't really get out there. Because example, I don't really see Thumb and Finger as a tag anywhere else.
Yeah.
And I would love to see that.
Who I'm trying to think. Violence is Forever is
Yep.
probably one of the few independent tag teams. Dom Garidi and Kevin Koo.
Bear Country.
Bear Country, Bear Bronson and Bear Beefcake.
Yeah.
Who else?
I'm struggling.
actually
The Rascals. They're an Impact, but they do a
Rascals
lot
are
of
Impact,
indie
yeah.
dates. The Chris boys still tagging?
But they're an Impact.
Yeah.
So I pulled up the IWTV awards. So the Tag Team of the Year
They
listed.
probably had like Nerd or Death Kill on there, didn't
Nerd or
they?
Death Kill actually is on it.
Which has had how many? Less than 10 tag team matches in 2018.
And they're primarily
19.
only a tag team in Evolve and beyond.
Right.
So you mentioned Bear Country, you mentioned Violence Forever, and the other team, obviously, the Evolve Tag Team Champions, the besties in the world.
Yeah, but does it seem like they got out less in 2018 than 2019 than they had been in previous years?
I don't think they got out less. I know Fitchett had to deal with some injury issues.
Okay.
And then those guys have a core group of indies that they work. And then they did some shots for Ring of Honor. They've done some shots, and now they're signed to it. Now it seems like they're going to be on the Evolve shows.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're doing Evolve, AEW, St. Louis Anarchy, Glory Pro, there's generally about 4 weekends out of your year. They've made, and then you figure, because you got to figure Evolve's a double shot. They've done some AIW stuff. They've done some stuff here and there. So it's
AIW actually has a very strong tag team division.
Yeah, that if there's an indie fed that has a really strong tag team division, it's probably AIW.
We've got Cheech and Chong.
Or Cheech and Cloudy.
Yeah, thank you.
To Infinity and Beyond.
To Infinity and Beyond.
PME.
PME.
The production.
That's PME, isn't it?
No, PME is something else. Production is Derek, Direction, and Eddie Only.
Okay.
And then Danhausen. Who else? There's another tag team out there that I am forgetting. 40 Acres. PB Smooth and Trey Lamar.
Oh.
Why
Why are they called 40 Acres?
Yeah, I'm not going to touch that one.
All right.
It's a reference to,
Yeah.
things.
Anyways, so yeah, I'd like to give indie wrestling some tag teams. I would like to give the NWA the gift of a social media sensitivity director between the ages of like 22 and 30. Or 35.
Did you see what happened last night?
Dave
morning?
Marquez?
Yes.
That is 100% what I'm talking about.
Yeet.
They just need someone to say, hey, is this offensive? And then I'll say, yes, it is. Oh,
So,
okay, better not tweet it.
We should.
Or do they just not
explain
care?
What people are
Is
talking,
Billy
we're
Corgan
talking
just
about
too
here.
rich to care?
So, Mr. Dave Marquez tweeted out something to the effect of Jim Cornette makes a chicken joke, gets fired, and who did he compare it to?
Eddie Murphy.
Oh, he compared it to Eddie Murphy on SNL, Eddie Murphy, there is certain, I hate to say this, but Eddie Murphy did his classic bits on Saturday Night Live.
Also, Eddie Murphy made jokes pertaining to his own experiences as a person of color. Jim Cornette has never been starving in Africa.
Yeah.
It'd be different. For example, a spoiler if you're going to watch SNL, Tracy Morgan makes a joke about getting hit by a truck because he was hit by a truck.
I'm not going to lie, I popped pretty hard for that one.
Yeah. No, so did I. It was because it was funny.
Yeah.
Because he was making a joke about his own experiences. Now, if I made a joke about Tracy Morgan getting hit by a truck, that would be less appropriate because I'm making a joke about someone else's experience. I'm making light of someone else's experience where someone can make light of their own experience, and it is more socially acceptable. So I'm sorry, Dave. No, Jim Cornette cannot make a joke about starvation, because you take one look at Jim Cornette and you can tell he never starved. He has had plenty of Wendy's double cheeseburgers in his day, and he has probably never gone hungry, and definitely has not been in an impoverished country where he was, desperate for food. So that is the difference, Dave, in case you were wondering. Fuck.
Yeah, I have loved NWA Power. And I would give the NWA the gift of continued success in 2020.
Well, not if they're not going to have a social
But
conscience.
you have to be better as a company wide. Obviously, they got rid of... The thing is, we got rid of the Cornette thing and it was behind us, and now Marquez brings it right back around.
Yeah, and Marquez is pretty high up there, isn't he?
Yeah, and Dave Marquez is the guy, he's ran championship from Hollywood for years.
Yeah.
So he should know better. I mean, obviously, and Dave Marquez has put on a great show with championship wrestling from Hollywood for years.
The fucked up thing is that he doesn't understand the difference. He
Yeah.
doesn't understand the difference between Eddie Murphy making a joke about his own experience and Jim Cornette making a joke about something that he doesn't actually understand.
And the fact that this is shtick that Eddie Murphy has been doing since the 1970s.
That's not even the point. That's not even the point, though. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's the quote, the phrase is read the room.
No, it's not even that. It's Eddie Murphy making a joke about his own experience versus Jim Cornette making a joke about making light of something he has never experienced. That is, at the end of the day, the difference. If Jim Cornette made the same joke Eddie Murphy made, it would not be okay.
Yeah.
If Eddie Murphy made the same joke Jim Cornette made, I wouldn't really be okay either, because Eddie Murphy, to the best of my knowledge, did not grow up starving in, what country did he say? Ethiopia?
No.
So,
But no, yeah, the NWA, they got to do better.
they
But
need to have a filter.
I do wish them continued success in 2020. I think that as far as their show, the wrestling they put on, the wrestling show they put on, it's a very fun show. It's a very easy watchable show. It's a very breezy show. I'll put, that's the term I'm going to use.
Breezy, consumable.
It's very consumable. It moves along very quickly.
Breezy. You might want to wear a windbreaker.
I like the shorter, old school style professional wrestling matches that they put on. And then, they did the pay-per-view. For the pay-per-view, they had longer matches. They had entrance music.
Oh, they did?
Yes, they had entrance music on the pay-per-view. So it,
I don't know how I feel about that.
so it did feel like it gave it a little bit of a bigger feel. No, I think they've done a great job. I think Nick Aldis has presented himself great as champion. I think they've done a good job building the storylines. I like the fact that they essentially go in the block format. Essentially, they can do the old territory style because with them filming in blocks, they can rotate guys in and out, so guys stay fresh. And obviously, yeah, we've already seen that it seems like for block or season 2. Our boy Zicky Dice is going to get a prominent role. So, I'm all for all of that. But yeah, you got to do better on the other side. And obviously, the Marty Skrull was a huge get. Because Marty right now is a complete and total free agent. Whether Marty's going to AEW, whether he's going to the Performance Center, whether he's going back to Ring of Honor. Since he was a free agent, he signed up essentially for a cycle of NWA, which the great thing is they filmed all the TV in like one day, and then they have a pay-per-view. So essentially, to do this shot for the NWA, he basically had to work 2 days.
Did he wrestle at all on the tapings?
I don't know if he did or not.
Okay.
I actually try not to look at the taping results for NWA.
Oh.
Because I actually want to watch the TV.
Well, it's not like they're gonna have transcripts of the promos, so the match results don't really matter.
I can't remember. I did see some of the match listings. I cannot remember. I don't think Marty actually wrestles. I think he basically just does promos and does some,
What an easy gig,
not an official match type of deal. And essentially, he's doing a favor for his buddy, is what he's doing.
Stu Bennett?
Nick Aldis.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he's known Stu Bennett for a long time too, but.
Oh, because they're all British. They all know each other.
Aldis and Marty, or Bennett and Marty trained at the same place originally.
Oh.
Yeah. So, no.
Well, so everybody that trained at the same place, you're saying all the Black and Brave graduates know each other?
Well, not all of them, but a lot of them do. Yeah.
Oh. Any other wishes for?
I'll give one.
Okay.
I would like to give. I'll just say Black and Brave students in general. More opportunities and opportunities with the quote unquote big name feds in 2020. I've said for years, and I'll throw the whole entire state of Iowa into it. The Iowa independent wrestling scene is independent wrestling's best kept secret. I think because
promotions like SCW, 3XW, Rugged Pro,
because none of the
Magnum,
none of the Iowa feds are on streaming platforms. I feel like we don't get as much recognition. But I feel like you go to any show, you're gonna find great wrestling, and you're gonna see guys who can be in some of those top companies. Obviously, we've seen in 2019 our boy, the one called Manders, blowing up everywhere now.
Yeah.
Can I give one called Manders a Christmas present that I hope for 2019 that he doesn't end 2019 dead?
Yeah.
Because the one called one called's gonna take on the king.
The nerd.
The other one. No, the other one.
The Murd.
Yeah, he's taking on the Murd in Murder, Death, Kill. Yeah. What is that? December 27th, Manders versus Nick Gage.
Yep, this Friday night.
Yes, this Friday.
It's on Fight.
It's on Fight. We watching that one? I'm watching that one.
I think so, yeah. I think
so. No, I think that you got guys like Joe Asa, like Dion Roosman, like Connor Braxton. You go to 3XW, you got... Give me a few. How many are here?
Xander Killen.
Obviously, Xander
Jeremy
Killen.
Wyatt. Jeremy Wyatt's pretty hot, though.
Wyatt's out there. I mean, obviously, Wyatt's huge in St. Louis Anarchy. He's huge in Journey Pro. But, I mean, you've got guys...
The Hadley brothers, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
My clients.
What about Buns of Steel, Jay Fowler?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of a few, but I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head. But
Niles Plunk A.
Niles Plunk. Plunk K, sorry. Yeah. So there's these great shows.
Snake Pit.
Okay, a few. But no, get these guys need to get more opportunities, and hopefully in the future we'll get some things worked out that can help them with that, and we'll get.
Ultimately, though, it comes down to them.
Oh, that's we talked about this
get
on
in
the
the car and.
You gotta go. I mean, you gotta work. You gotta hustle. You
gotta bet on yourself.
Yeah, you gotta fight for your. You literally have to fight for your spot. So.
But you have to bet on yourself too, and take risks, and take calculated risks.
Absolutely.
You can get reps.
Yeah.
I don't think any wrestlers listen to this show anymore.
No, I don't think so either. Does anybody listen to the show anymore? Joke.
Yeah.
I know certain people listen to this show because
they're all mailmen.
Yeah.
Hey, where's my package?
Really? Oh boy. I was walking. I turned the corner at work this morning and got met with, bro.
Hey, you have to, Angle. If you're listening to this, you have to let your kid stop talking to. You have to. You can't keep letting your kid talk to this man.
What? I have tried when I have been around the younger members of the Angle clan to be a fine, upstanding gentleman and a leader and a role model that they can look up to.
Well, nobody likes a phony either.
You just don't like it that I got Christopher to just go up to you and go, bro.
Yeah. It's annoying.
Well, you know what? I got another gift I want to give.
What's that?
I want to give a gift to Dusty.
What's that?
Royalties for all the times his name's getting used in 2019.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, baby.
Dusty.
What's going on, Regal?
I was gonna give you some royalties because you're making more money a day than you were alive.
Well, that's quite possibly true. It's gonna be hard times. January. What's the date?
20. It's the date worth the Rust Belt.
24th.
Yeah.
January 24th. Hard times. At the SPC, the CBG, the CBD Studios.
What do you...
In Atlanta, Georgia. You gonna be at the CBD Studios, Regal?
No, I'm gonna be at the Rust Belt with Alex Shelley.
Alex McCarthy, my good friend.
I mean, Alex McCarthy's gonna be there too, but I'm gonna be there with Alex Shelley.
Oh wow, that's incredible, Regal. Do you want your gift?
Watch what?
Do you want your gift?
Oh, you got me a gift, Dusty?
I got your gift, baby.
What'd you give me? Ah!
Get you some bionic elbow.
Why'd you give me a flip flop and fly for Christmas?
Because you needed it. You gonna get a new job for 2020?
That's one of the things I'm hoping somebody gives me in 2020, a new job.
You know who knows all about doing the jobs?
Mike Jackson?
Yeah?
Virgil?
Yeah, Mike Jones, Soul Train Jones.
Not Virgil Reynolds. He don't do no jobs.
No, I never did a job. I never did a job.
Mike Jones.
That's right, Virgil. How did you go to imply that I did a job?
No, I said you didn't do any jobs.
Well, I mean, I always went into business. I always did good business.
Yeah, you're good.
You trying to say I just went into my business for myself?
No, Dusty, I did not say that.
Say I'm selfish?
No, Dusty, didn't say that.
Kind of sounds like maybe you did.
You did the job when it was time to do the job, Dust.
I never did a job.
You put people over. How about that?
I put people over, baby. Over like Rover. It was they beat the dream, baby. They was on the Hollywood Walk of Fame because I was the second most recognizable athlete in the world, baby.
Hey, Dust.
What's going on?
I was trying to think of something I could give Cody for Christmas.
He doesn't need nothing. He's got everything.
No, brother got everything.
He's got Brandy. He's got AEW. You know what he might like for Christmas?
What?
That AEW World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, he can't get that.
Why?
Remember, he lost that match to Jericho. He can't challenge for the title anymore.
Well, as long as Jericho's champion, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Let's see. You forgot he's got Pharaoh.
Pharaoh.
We don't. Yeah, I can't get enough for Cody because he don't need nothing. He's got everything.
I mean, you're a bum.
Maybe some cool Star Wars stuff.
You like Star Wars?
Cody loves Star Wars.
Man, I could not believe I saw Rise of the Skywalkers, and I was shocked when I saw that. I can talk about it, right?
No spoilers, Dusty.
No spoilers?
No spoilers.
Okay. Well, then I'm out of here. I'll come back later to do the plug.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Where you're living,
Rick.
Regal.
I'm glad you're here, Rick.
What did you give me for Christmas?
I'm giving you the gift of continued health in 2020.
Continued health in 2020. Woo! The Nature Boy. Woo! Styling, profiling, and I'm going for it. I'm going to become the 17-time heavyweight champion of the world in 2020.
Really?
And I'll tell you when I'm gonna do it.
When are you doing it?
January 4th in the Tokyo Dome. It's gonna be me and Chris Jericho one-on-one for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
Sure.
Is that who's the champion?
Okada.
It's gonna be me and Hiromu Okada for the World Heavyweight Championship. Right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Great job, Rick.
It's gonna be a good one. And then, in 2020, in the year 2020, the single greatest weekly episodic professional wrestler in the sport today, my daughter, Ashley, will become the 20-time WWE Women's Champion. 20 times in 2020. Woo!
I mean, Rick's probably not wrong on that one.
I'm not wrong.
That's going to happen.
It's gonna happen. And Regal,
What's up?
I've got a couple of gifts for you. Do you want them?
Are they chops?
Do you want them or not?
I mean, if they're not chops.
It's a yes or no question, Regal.
Yes.
Yes.
God damn it! Rick! No! Stop it! God!
Woo! 2020 is gonna be a good time. Woo! What are you doing? New Year's Eve.
Alex, why did I say yes?
I think you were gonna get chopped either way, Rigo.
Well, yeah, it's probably gonna get chopped either way. Why does he do that?
Because he loves you. He's got to keep your heart going. You know what?
I guess.
Moondog calls that double-handed chop he does. He calls that the defibrillator.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
He does a double-handed chop and he calls it the defibrillator.
Oh. Didn't know that.
Yeah.
I found something.
My former client.
What do you get in the Moondog for Christmas?
He's lucky to be alive.
Well, yeah, because you literally left him.
Oh, I thought he was in the trunk.
You left him.
He likes to ride in the trunk.
You left Moondog.
He usually rides in the trunk. Oh, shut the hell up. Act like I did it on purpose. He thinks I did it on purpose, too.
Well, I can't say I necessarily blame him.
Oh, here we go.
I've seen the footage. You took off.
I know what I want to give independent wrestling, and I know what I want to give in 2020.
What's that?
Well, it's already been announced on Facebook, but it hasn't really been super publicized. On March 21st, 2020, 3XW is making their debut at Fort Frenzy in Fort Dodge, Iowa. And I'm going to say that I wish 3XW a lot of success in Fort Dodge, and I hope they run there many times.
You gonna be there?
Hell yeah, I'm going to be there.
Margaret gonna be there?
Hell yeah, Margaret's going to be there.
That's Margaret's hometown.
Well, as much as a hometown as Margaret has. Margaret was a nomad, Regal. She was really from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Oh, I didn't know.
She was born in Grand Rapids, Michigan. She lived in Muskegon, Michigan, Erie, Pennsylvania, Fort Dodge, and then Davenport, Iowa.
Well, Margaret's parents live in Fort Dodge, Iowa.
They live in Fort Dodge, Iowa, yes.
They're
from small towns in Michigan.
Hey, what did you get for my close personal friend Bolanos for Christmas?
Ha! Nothing.
Nothing?
No.
Why?
Are you kidding me?
How dare you?
How dare I?
Not get my close personal friend Bolanos for Christmas?
Do you have any idea how much she cringes every time you say that?
She smiles.
She smiles, yeah. Yeah, it's a smile of, oh my god, maybe if I smile, this guy will go away.
I have a gift for Bolanos for Christmas.
Put it away.
What?
Zipper that thing back up.
It's a bag holding a women's championship, which I hope she wins many.
Well, there would have to be many women's championships in Midwest professional wrestling for that to happen.
She is the best up-and-coming female wrestler in the Midwest.
Wow, that's a bold statement, Regal.
I'm sticking by that.
Some reckless behavior.
Uh,
You know what I want in 2020?
KFC.
KFC is vegan now.
Vegan KFC.
See, now I believe that you were on a vegan diet a couple months back when you said you were vegan.
I told
You're
you.
eating the vegan KFC. Give me a fucking break.
I was eating that vegan KFC.
I want...
Eating KFC at ringside, that's a pretty reckless thing to do.
This is what I want. We've talked about it before. Hashtag Regal, Rumble, or Riot. I want Timothy Regal in the Prestige Rumble.
Stop.
That's what I want.
For the love of God, stop.
You won't do it. Could you imagine, Regal? 2 matches. If you wrestled 2 matches in 2020. 1, win the Prestige Rumble. 2, challenge for the SCW Pro Heavyweight Championship at the Rust Belt. That'd be a hell of a resume.
Okay.
Wouldn't it?
Alex,
what?
Here's the problem.
What?
With your logic.
What?
The SCW Pro fans don't want any of that.
How do they know? They don't know what they don't know. They've never seen it.
That would be like if the WWE had Baron Corbin go on a 2-year heavyweight title reign.
I love Baron Corbin. I know that drives you nuts. I think you've got some kind of like Twitter blinders, like some kind of IWC blinder, and every time you try to talk about how much you hate Baron Corbin, somebody else, like people constantly put you in your place about how you're wrong about Baron Corbin. People that you expect to agree with you tell you about how wrong you are about Baron Corbin.
Because Baron Corbin is fucking terrible.
He's not. I'd
like to buy Baron Corbin. I'd like to give Baron Corbin a one-way ticket out of fucking wrestling for Christmas.
Wow, that's so disrespectful.
Fuck.
He's so talented.
Why does everybody think he's good?
He is good.
Oh, he stinks.
I never smelled the guy, but he's a good wrestler. Why don't we get JT Energy on the phone and ask him what Baron Corbin smells like? What cologne?
What's it smell like under the throne?
What cologne does Baron Corbin use?
I mean, he's literally smelled Baron Corbin when he's sitting on the throne. So
well, it's better than anybody having to smell you sitting on the throne. Why do you think I got a small bathroom? Anyways, so 2020.
Hey, somebody else in the Slam fan once blew up your bathroom, and it wasn't me.
That's right. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Had to go buy a plunger. Anyways, so we've had a good 2019, a great 2019.
Yeah.
Very successful in 2020. Might be the end of this podcast. What do you think?
I mean, are we serious here? Are we thinking...
I don't know.
So
I'm full disclosure. We're talking about the podcast ending in 2020.
Should we talk about that? I think we should. So
it's nothing's for sure.
Nothing's for sure.
It's a conversation.
It's a conversation. Alex and Margaret have some. Obviously, you've made the announcement. You guys are in the in the process of getting
getting licensed to become foster parents.
Help me out here, yeah.
We are in the process of being licensed to become foster parents. And quite frankly, the time that this podcast takes, it's really only about 2 hours a week. But in terms of, the number of listeners and for the amount of time that it takes and finding time to get together. And right now it's easy because, we don't have kids in the house and we have pretty flexible schedules, and sometimes we stay up late, and sometimes I'll say this with confidence: the podcast and the way the podcast is presented will definitely change in 2020.
Yeah,
but there has been discussion about the podcast going away. You know, maybe we'll do a BB Brave thing where we're less topical and more.
And maybe we'll do, it might not be every week.
A series of tapings where we're not live every week, so it's not necessarily relevant. Yeah. I don't know. The podcast is probably going to change.
So here's what I'm going to promise our listeners. First thing you got to do, you got to send us, and we'll get it up on social media. You got to send us your Chesty nominations.
Yes.
Or your Chesty awards, and then we'll tell you who wins. That's how it works.
Yep.
You got to send us those. Mm-hmm. We will definitely be around.
We'll be around through Mania weekend.
Through Mania weekend, for sure. Obviously, and hey, just think. We give them the Chesties, and then right around, they got to turn around right after that.
Hot Take Rumble.
Because we got the Hot Take Rumble. The best episode of Off the Chest of Timothy Regal every single year, I think.
My wife's on it.
Yeah, well, your wife handles
the third annual Hot Take Rumble.
But that has always been a highlight for us. The Hot Take Rumble is always fun to do.
Yeah.
You guys give us the questions, and we give you the 2-minute hottest takes we can give you. Obviously, there's a lot to cover right now. I'm very interested to hear some of the questions that the people.
Hopefully, we get 30 good questions.
I'm sure Thomas Montgomery's got a few things in his mind that he'd like to know.
What was your top 3 DDT matches in 2019? Nobody knows.
I watched one DDT show in 2019.
What were the 3 best matches on that show, Regal?
The last 3. I really can't. I can remember things on the show, but I can't remember a single match off the top of my head. I've watched more Dragon Gate shows than I've watched DDT shows.
What were your top 5 Dragon Gate matches of 2019?
I don't know if I can give you 5 off the top of my head, but
all right. Well,
dude, Dragon Gate's hell of a promotion. They have their own streaming service, and they're actually doing English commentary. But
they are now?
Yeah, it's like one of those things of I really don't want to spend more money on another wrestling streaming service. I just recently got rid of one, and they're trying to coax me back into it because they went out and got the one tape library that I wanted more than anything. Literally the week after I ended my membership.
That's hilarious.
That is pretty fucking amazing. The week after I ended my membership, they went out and got the one wrestling tape library that wasn't on any streaming platform. By the way, I'm gonna say a gift that I want in 2020.
What's that?
The return of the fucking hidden gem section.
Why are you cussing?
Because it pisses me off. WWE stopped uploading hidden gems. Did you realize that?
Yeah.
Also, there was no classic content drop in the month of December.
Well, they're probably. I have a feeling they're getting ready to announce tiered.
Is it going to be? Is that going to be part of tiered? It's like
probably. If they do tiered, will you go for the highest tier?
Depending on what's on it.
Not depending on the price.
I'm assuming when they go to tiered, what we get now for $9.99, we're still going to get.
Right.
I'm assuming that the tiered pricing will include more shows, more content from their sister promotions. The biggest thing that you're going to get on a higher tier, it better be Evolve. Because if it's not Evolve, there's nothing there. Evolve and Progress are the 2 things that you can put on a higher tier that you could get people to legitimately pay for. Because Evolve has their own streaming service that people already pay $9.99 a month for. I actually had it. I had it at one point. I got rid of it a while ago.
We had that one too, didn't we?
You had the Flow Slam one. I actually had WWE Live when they started theirs.
Club WWN?
Yeah. When they started actually live streaming the shows, that's when I got on theirs for a while.
Yeah.
And it wasn't bad. It's just, I wasn't overly excited. The one thing, I tried to go back and watch old Dragon Gate. I just didn't have enough time.
The production on that is so bad,
too. On old Dragon Gate?
Yes.
Yeah, old... Oh, you don't realize it... You didn't realize it then, but yeah, you go back now, and the old Dragon Gate USA shows, like when they first started, the production value is not good.
I will give one more wish.
What's up?
For Iowa Independent Wrestling, can we get on IWTV something?
Yeah. Hopefully that'll happen in 20... I was alluding to that. I wasn't going to say it outright, but you just did. Yeah. Get Iowa Independent Wrestling needs to be on independentwrestling.tv.
Or some new streaming platform if there's going to be a new one.
Whether it's even get it on High Spots. I don't care. Just get us on somewhere.
People need to know.
People need to see the wrestling that 3XW, SCW Pro, Magnum Pro,
Rugged
Pro.
Anyways, so those are our wishes for wrestling for the year. And oh baby, I told you I'd come back to do the plugs.
Hey, Dusty.
You ready for the plugs?
Dusty, did you ever book any crazy Christmas stuff?
Probably. I don't remember.
You didn't book Santa Claus.
No.
You didn't do the Christmas creature.
No.
I
booked me and Terry Funk in a cage on Christmas night.
Oh, you did that. Okay.
Probably. I don't remember. Sounds like something I would do. Doesn't it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, Regal. Follow Regal at SCW Regal 444. Follow Alex at One Real Smart Alex. Follow Margaret at Dale. She was on the episode this week, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She went for a walk. Oh yeah, she was at the beginning with the Christmas
Yes.
presents. I forgot all about that already.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah, follow her at Margaret at Dale. She don't need any followers. She's already more popular than either you two. Go to Save Fam on TeePublic. Buy t-shirt. Buy t-shirt, baby. And I think that's it. Isn't it?
That'd be about it.
That'd be it. That'd be it, as they say. That'd be it. Oh, shit.